What's good, YouTube? It's your man, Rage King, back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask you, please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Rants TV. This is how we do Raging Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Raging Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing, did the Houston Rockets blow the James Harden trade? Now let's speak on it. Now, for those that's been following this channel for a little while, I truly do believe that they did blow the James Harden trade. Let me explain why. Because I made a video a little while back when the James Harden trade rumors were first surfacing, and I said that the only trade I would make for James Harden if I was trading him at all is for Ben Simmons. That didn't happen. Now, I know a lot of people hear that name, Ben Simmons, and say, oh, well, Ben Simmons is hurt. He's got injury problems. He's got this. He's got that. They only talk about the things he can't do, but I want to talk about the things that he can do. He can rebound. He can handle the ball. He can be a building piece to build in on the future. Could you imagine what him and Christian Wood would be if they were healthy this season? You understand what I'm saying? Along with John Wall. You understand what I'm saying? Giving Ben Simmons his own team may be just what he needs. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, to answer the question, did the Houston Rockets blow the James Harden trade? I say yes. I say they blew it because look at what we got back for him. Yeah, we got a haul of draft picks. Yeah, cool. Fine. I'm fine with draft picks. But here's the thing about draft picks. Draft picks are nothing more than the luck of the draw. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you pick number one overall in the draft, or you have a high draft pick, that doesn't mean that player that you pick is going to be a superstar. That doesn't always guarantee that. We've seen it time and time again. How many number one overall picks have we seen be gone out of the league or become role players throughout time, or not even be an impact player at all? Look at guys like Greg Oden. No, he was injured. First overall pick, stayed injured. Sam Bowie stayed injured. You understand what I'm saying? You look at Anthony Bennett, a bust. You understand what I'm saying? Andrea Bargnani. It's a whole litany of guys that have gone high in the draft and have not panned out. That's just the way that things go. And you understand, and look, I get that it came to a point where we had to trade James Harden. I get it, but I am not trading James, nor would I ever in any lifetime trade James Harden to a team that already has two MVP type players on it. You're gonna give an MVP to a team that already has an MVP on it and an MVP caliber player on it as well. You're just pretty much giving them the championship. I don't think that was the way to go. I think that was a very horrible move to make. I don't understand why you would do that. And look, I get it. A lot of people will sit here and argue and say, well, Fertitta didn't want to trade the team. He didn't want to trade his player to the GM that walked away from him. But here's what I will counter argue with that. You didn't want to trade him for a proven all-star. You didn't want to trade an MVP for a proven all-star that could be an MVP one day if he develops a jump shot and stays healthy because of the GM. So yet you trade him to a team that's even better, that has the coach that quit on you the season before as well. That doesn't make any sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? It seems like you let emotion get ahead and cloud your judgment. So instead of trading him to a team, instead of trading James Harden to the Philadelphia 76ers and getting back a haul of draft picks on top of Ben Simmons, a proven all-star to build around, a young proven all-star to build around with a budding superstar you have in Christian Wood, you traded James Harden and got draft picks, 20 games of Victor Oladipo, Avery Bradley, and Kelly Olynyk. You trade an MVP caliber player and get back that. Now, I know people can sit there and say, well, the draft picks are draft picks are draft picks. Draft picks are cool, but you are hoping and praying that one of them is even half as good as James Harden. You understand what I'm saying? And this is exactly why I say, yes, they blew the trade, because you traded James Harden not only to a championship caliber team, but you traded him and got back nothing. You got back nothing but cap space and draft picks that they're not going to need. And it just doesn't, it boggles my mind. It really does. It really does. Look, I understand you can't hit a home run with every single trade. I get it. But with that being said, when it comes to trading high caliber players, that's something you got to get right. You got to get that right. Because if you can't get that right, how am I going to trust you with trades when we have the MVP caliber players on the team and we need to build around them? You understand what I'm saying? If I can't trust you to rebuild, how can I trust you to build a championship team? If I can't trust you to rebuild a team to get to the playoffs, how can I trust you to build a playoff contender to a championship contender? And how can I trust you to turn a championship contender into a championship team? You understand what I'm saying? That's the process where we're at right now. And I really do think, and I'm not gonna blame our GM for that. I really do think that he wanted to trade, and this is just my opinion. I really do think that he wanted to trade for Ben Simmons, but Fertitta and doing Fertitta things told him no. Trade him to Brooklyn because we've got this love affair with James Harden. Though James Harden has done very good by the Houston Rockets, he did not win us a championship. I can honestly say that's the one thing he really didn't do in Houston is win a championship. Let's just be fair. But to sit there and you could have done right by James Harden by trading him to Philly and getting back what you need. You sacrificed your nose to sight of your face. You understand what I'm saying? You traded James Harden in good faith to a championship team and got back nothing in return and turned us into the worst team in the league. That just doesn't make any sense to me. That just doesn't make any sense to me at all. You can say you save cap money all day long, but cap money not going to mean a damn thing if you don't have the free agents that want to come play here. If you don't have the free agents that are actually hitting the market to even have the chance to sign. You understand what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make it boggles my mind. It really does. I just don't understand the move. They blew a grand opportunity to truly rebuild the team, and now it seems like we're going to have to do what the Philadelphia 76ers did before they got Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons and just stink up the joint until we hope to, and until we just hope to God that one of these draft picks hopefully end up being something good. Hopefully end up being half as good as what James Harden was, half as good as what Chris Paul was in 2018. You understand what I'm saying? It just boggles my mind, but that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the James Harden trade. If you really do think that do you think that the Houston Rockets blew the James Harden trade, or do you think they did the right thing by trading James Harden and they got the best trade possible for what was available on the table? But that's gonna be my video for the day, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for y'all. My name is Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, more good content. Now, hashtag that enough said. Win, lose, or draw, championship or bust, best team in the league, worst team in the league, good trade or horrible trade, good trade or blown trade. It's still go Houston team, go Houston sports, go Houston Rockets. See y'all next time.